What's going on, everybody? My name is Jamor.
My name is Kaim, and welcome
Welcome
to Anime
to Anime
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
So I'm gonna start things off, man, and kick it over to my brother. He gonna explain to y'all why we started this anime podcast in the first place.
Okay. I appreciate that. So the reason we started this is because me and Kyle, we both love anime. Like I passed on a few things to him, like he's passed on a few things to me to watch, and we both like what we've seen. Um, he's been watching anime since he was a kid. I've been watching anime since I was a kid, and sometimes seeing people just say certain stuff online is just crazy. So we just want to bring to the community. We're gonna want to talk about some of the stuff we see and some of the anime we like. So today we are gonna be breaking down Black Clover. I'm gonna pass it over to Kai. He gonna tell y'all just a little bit about what we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah, man. So, like my boy Jamar said, we starting off on Black Clover. We're gonna do this like arc by arc. So whatever anime we discussing, we'll talk about the main arcs throughout the anime, so we can get through the whole thing. Because if we go episode by episode, it's gonna be a long time before we finish. So the first arc in Black Clover is the Magic Knights entrance era. So this anime, basically, in this world of Black Clover, it's a world that's heavily dependent upon magic. And you got your bad guys, of course. You got like demons and just your typical villains, and they depend on this magic to keep their kingdom safe. And they had this guy called the Wizard King, who ultimately would protect the entire kingdom, which is called Clover Kingdom. That's his main area that he focuses on protecting, but he also does stuff all over the place. But they have magical powers. Some people are on like different levels. Everybody don't have the same level of magic power, but it all depends upon that. And they get their spells from these books called grimoires. So they get those, and that's how they get their different spells to defend, attack, and do all different kinds of spells.
Yep. So like piggybacking off of what Kai said, grimoires you get those at the Magic Knight entry exam. That's basically the first arc. Like he said, we're going over. You basically get it off of strength. Once you see, like we'll see that technically got a 3-star grimoire. It's basically like the best grimoire to ever basically get. And I also got no grimoire, right?
Yeah. No grimoire. So, yeah. So they get they grimoires. That's what they need. So basically, the Wizard King, the guy that protects the whole entire kingdom. As time went on, so back in the day, they had a big fight and there was a big monster. He defeated them. So as time went on, they deemed him that powerful man who defeated the monster. They called him the Wizard King. So as time went on, they decided that that was going to stay a thing. So they decided to have some subordinates that will also help him keep the kingdom safe. So those are known as the Magic Knights, and it's like 9 different squads that are in charge of doing that. So when everybody they take the exam at 15, like we said before, and then if they pass, then they get to be in one of those squads, whoever selects them. So it's a very good anime, man. We definitely recommend that you watch it if you haven't already. And if you have seen it, feel free to chime in the comments, because we definitely want to hear y'all thoughts on what you think about the anime so far. But it's two main characters for the most part that the story focuses on. We got Asta and man. Both of them are two poor kids. They grew up in this poor village and they was raised by a church, so they very close. They really like brothers. And they both have goals of becoming the Wizard King one day. And has a very high level of magic skill, man. He's very talented. And Asta, unfortunately, he doesn't have any magic power whatsoever. Like, he got no magic. He's at a disadvantage. And that'll lead me into one of my questions I got for my boy Jamar. Who is your favorite character in this anime, and why?
For the people that are watching it and probably do keep up with Black Clover, it's Julius, no doubt. Don't spoil it about the other person. Yes, I love him too. So Julius Novacrona, the Wizard King, is my favorite. The reason why is because anybody who technically uses like time, anything, so time, lightning, whatever, OP type of whatever, you basically a go to. Just like Kai told me before I started watching Fire Force, I think Benimaru is like crack, and he's basically one of the best fire users I've ever seen. He's in like my top five now.
Mm. Yeah, man. We also gonna be referring to some notes that we got on our phone too. So we trying to keep the details as correct as possible. We may slip up on a few things, but we got our notes right here on the side. So if we looking over, that's what we referencing. But for me, my favorite character in this anime is Asta. It's like for me, typically my favorite character is mostly the protagonist in almost every anime. Like I do have some characters that's like unexpected that I end up liking, but for the most part, writers know what they're doing as far as like getting you to like the main hero of the story. Like I just always tend to like a lot of the main heroes, but Asta, like his strength and determination in this anime is like unmatched. Like he already was at such a disadvantage by not having any magical power whatsoever. So, his work ethic is on an unearthly level. Like he trains his ass off and his physical prowess. Like this man like is physically strong and he's like a teenager. He out here like he's like that. And he got no magical ability, so he has to train that hard to be, the best that he can be. And the man, like his workouts are crazy. Like he be doing like
Mhm.
thousands of push-ups and sit-ups, bro. Like he's cracked, like no lie. I really like him though, because despite what all the naysayers have to say, he continues to prove everybody wrong and outwork everybody. And like I said, man, his drive is just ridiculous.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all there, at all. I mean, he's washing, like Deku and hate to put him out there, but Tanjiro, yeah, he's washing them too. Like he's doing them dirty. So I'm definitely not disagreeing right there. And honestly, like a lot of people might not say it, might not agree. Black Clover needs to be in that new topic of the big three or the new generation three, whichever topic of conversation you want to put it. But Black Clover needs to be in that conversation. Just saying.
Yeah, bro. Black Clover is it's a really good anime. Like I used to be a novice once upon a time. Like I would just watch like the classic stuff that everybody else watched, like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, a little bit of Bleach here and there. But like now I'm really more into anime now as an adult than I was as a kid. And like I'm starting to watch a bunch of different variety of different animes, and it's just like anime, like bro, anime is just a powerful story, bro. Like they always just the creativity that goes into making an anime, the stories that they come up with, like it's just interesting. And it's like, bro, like anime has good life lessons. Like you see real life everyday problems in anime. Like some of these stories that they be portraying, like I relate to more of these anime stories than like real life TV shows that they be having out there. Like they be coming up with some real stuff. Like for example, the village that Asa and grew up in, it's a poor village. Like in this anime, you have your poor people, which they are referred to a lot as commoners, and then you got your rich folk, which are known as the nobility or royals. So like the in this anime, the royals look down upon all the poor people, and it's like that stuff that we see in real life today. They discriminated against because they're poor, and everybody looks at them as lesser than. So it's just a lot of good stuff in this anime. Like it's really good. One thing I do think that they can improve on is like the animation. Like it's Black Clover is really good, but I haven't like the level of like animation in this series is not like the best that I've seen. Like it's up and down for sure. Like it's some parts where you be watching and it's just like, what is this? Like these characters don't look the same. It looks sped up and rushed. Like the amount of detail, like it's up and down a little bit, but I promise you the story is really good, and like it's a great anime. Like it's definitely like, bro, every time I stumble upon a new anime, it creeps up into like my top 5 and top 3. Like Black Clover is up there, bro.
And see, I can't disagree with you. Like I couldn't disagree with you at all. Just because like anime is like it's just it's crazy what it teaches you and what it says. Sometimes we actually pay attention to it. Some people just say, "Oh, it's a cartoon, it's anime, it's not real." Whatever the fuck the case is. But when you actually sit down and you read or you watch some of the anime and you pay attention to what it's actually saying, it's a powerful message behind it. It's a really strong message behind it. Like honestly, we always talk about like speeches or like good characters and moderate speech of like actually waking up to reality. Like when you study behavior, you study people, you see what he said actually wasn't bullshit. It's a fact. It's a known fact, and it's like damn. a show said this, not an actual, obviously an actual person said this, but an anime came out with this saying right here, and that is a strong message. Honestly, I could say that because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I wish I could show this poster behind me. I never watched it, and it creeped into my heart. It's my second favorite anime ever now. Um, Behind One Piece, that might be a surprise to Kaim or like a few other people that might know me, but yeah, it's not Naruto, it's One Piece. Yes, because if we're talking about a strong message, anyone who watches One Piece knows. They know there's a strong message in there for everybody. So
I still got to get on One Piece. I haven't watched One Piece yet. Definitely gonna be on my list for homework.
Start from the beginning. I'm telling you, I already know what's gonna get you. Fishman Island. As soon as you get there, that's exactly what's gonna get you. You're gonna be like, damn, like yeah, he really trying to tell you a story.
Hey, bro, it be like that, bro. Some of these animes, bro, they be on some deep shit. Like I can't even fake it to you. Like just the stuff that some of these characters go through, bro. Like they really be going through some tough ass times, and they really got to figure out a way to just get through it. And like just some of the characters, bro, like they be down at their lowest point and they still don't give up. It's just like a lot of the characters have so much resolve, bro. Like it's just inspiring, and it just give you inspiration, and you getting all of this from a show.
And honestly, I will say Dragon Ball Z does a really good job of that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Vegeta speeches. If you work out and you don't have Vegeta speeches like on a playlist, at least part of it, just playing while you're working out, you are. I don't know what you are. I'm not gonna say anything wild, but you are something. I just want you to know those speeches sometimes they get me going. They really get me going.
And we got some, I'm telling y'all, man, this podcast is going to be a fun journey. We got some great content planned for y'all, and it's going to be real entertaining, man. Already just piggybacking off what you said about Dragon Ball Z, it's some stuff I want to talk about because they definitely pissed me off with a bunch of stuff, man. So like just a different kind of episodes that y'all will see on this podcast. We got some interesting stuff that we are going to be talking about, but jumping some more back into Black Clover. We're going to also kind of summarize it a little bit. So that way, if you haven't seen the anime, you can kind of, keep up with the conversation and know what we're talking about a little bit. But my next question for Jamar is, who, in your opinion, has the best magic ability in Black Clover?
Best magic ability.
And it's a lot of magical abilities, man. Like people got fire magic, ice magic, water. They got spatial magic. They can like make portals and travel to different places and stuff. It's a lot of different types of magic.
So I'm gonna say this, and you technically already know because I told you about this person before. I think Zagret, the demon, I think he has the best magic because Kododama magic, or word demon magic, is you speak a sentence, a phrase, a word, and it comes to life. It literally comes. Well, I mean, it's going to happen.
Right.
And I feel like if someone doesn't know what his ability is and they just walk up on him, they going to find out real fast that it's not something they can fuck with.
His raps.
Yeah. Now, besides like Julius, I think Julius would figure it out. And then once he figures it out, he'd make him like accidentally do something. And put him in front of what he made him do, and he destroyed himself. I think that's honestly what happened. Julius is sick fuck, but he's smart. But he's a sick fuck for sure.
Julius is a funny ass dude, bro. He be cracking me up.
Yeah, he funny for now. Yeah, he funny for now. Yeah, shits and giggles now. Shits and giggles now.
Yeah.
In a minute, it's gonna get real.
Yeah, it's gonna get real, man. And the character that Jamar is talking about, y'all don't really, if y'all have seen Black Clover, then you know who it is. But like for the newcomers, like it's somebody we gonna talk about once we get further down into some of those later arcs. But like he's crazy. Like I can't even explain. Like the dude is just ridiculous. The type of power that he has is, I don't have words, bro.
Crazy.
But for me, the person that got the best magic ability, and you could probably already guess it, bro, Asta, my favorite character. He has Asta has anti-magic. So what he does with his anti-magic, it basically counters any type of magic ability. Like he has these swords, he can deflect the magic back at you. He can completely cancel it out. It's so many things that he could do with his anti-magic. And it's fitting for him because he didn't have no magic power. He had zero. Like the man had 0 drops of magic ability. So he was granted the power of anti-magic, and he can wield these swords and can do crazy things with these swords that nobody can do, like literally canceling out other people's magic. Like that shit's gonna come in handy.
See, and I'm just saying, once you take them swords out of Asa's hand, like he is a cooked noodle.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
He's basically useless. Like I ain't gonna
yeah, like he is fish food as soon as you take them swords out of him. That's what I'm saying. Like I like him as a character. Do not get me wrong, but just in certain situations, he is a cooked noodle, bro. And we don't have time for that.
bro. Like, yeah, bro. If he ain't got his swords, it's kind of over with for him. But one thing that I do like about him is that even if he don't have his swords, he don't give a damn. Like he's still gonna fight you without his swords, and that's really like he say that this is his favorite quote, bro.
My magic is never giving up.
His magic ability is never giving up. He don't give a fuck if he got them swords or not. He's still gonna come at you with his physical abilities and still try to beat you down. And he's gonna figure out a way to get the job done, even if he got his swords or not. Like you could be the most powerful person and got all the magic, and this boy with no magic is still going to fight you and try to. And he's gonna find a way to win. Trust me.
He gonna rock you. He definitely gonna rock you. That's what 100% gonna happen.
And he ain't the smartest character in this anime by far. Like he be like on some Naruto shit, like on some stupid shit, but like he's like that. Trust me. So we done kind of started talking about some of the characters, man, just diving back into some of the story. So this whole anime is about a mage. It was about a mage, which is like a magical, you can call him a wizard, I guess, if you want to, but the mage is the person with the magical ability. So it's about a mage who would later become known as the Wizard King. His duty was to protect the Clover Kingdom. We told you that. We talked about Asta and Yuno. They were both orphans, and they grew up in the poor village, and they both had dreams of becoming the Wizard King. So yeah, we told y'all that Asta doesn't have any magic ability, and Yuno was very talented, and like they in competition to see who will become the next Wizard King. They friends, but they rivals at the same time. So moving on. After that, they got the grimoire acceptance ceremony, which we kind of touched on a little bit. And it comes when they turn 15. And when Asta and Yuno go to get their grimoires at their acceptance ceremony, Asta don't get a grimoire because he didn't have any magical ability. So the grimoires, they select, the wielder. They choose who they want to wield their power. So with his talents and skills, he got one of the best grimoires. It's a 4-leaf grimoire. Like you got to be real goated to get a 4-leaf grimoire. Like if we talking about Dragon Ball Z reference, like getting a 4-leaf grimoire is like like Ultra Instinct.
Super like, Saiyan God or Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely like on that level. So if you got a 4-leaf grimoire, you are one of the goats. Like very few people get those, and they're super powerful, and they got the best spells and everything. So more than one people can get the 4-leaf grimoires, and they all don't have like the same magical ability. Like how we said, is different powers. Like somebody could have a 4-leaf grimoire that has fire magic, and somebody else could have a 4-leaf grimoire that has spatial magic. Like it could just be whatever. So they go on, after they get their grimoires, they go on to train to become magic knights. So that's the next step for them, is to become a magic knight. And they try to move up in the ranks in that, and then eventually in the future they'll try to become the Wizard King. But later on, after the ceremony, gets confronted by this dude. His name is Revchi, and he's an ex-Magic Knight. He left the Magic Knights. He wasn't feeling it no more, and he wanted to be his own little conniving individual. Like he wasn't really trying to be a part of that no more, so he left, and he tried to steal his 4-leaf grimoire. He tried to take Yuno's grimoire, and Asta came to his friend's aid, of course. And he did that once before when they were children, and that's the whole reason why wanted to become a Magic Knight in the first place, because Asta saved him, and he was tired of getting saved. He wanted to help other people and do the same thing that his friend was doing. So, during that, when Rev Chi, like, he had, basically hemmed up and trapped and stuff, and he couldn't do nothing for real. But during that, revealed his faith in his friend Asta, that he just revealed that he had faith in his friend and that he was gonna get the job done. And during that, Asta got his grimoire. So that's when Rev Chi knew he messed up. A grimoire appeared out of nowhere. And the grimoire that Asta got, he got a 5-leaf clover grimoire. So you can have 3-leaf, 4-leaf, and then 5-leaf clover. They consider that to be the power of the devil. So that 5-leaf grimoire is what gave Asta his anti-magical abilities. And he pulled the sword up out that joint, and then he took Rev Chi down, and then saved his brother, basically his foster brother. And then they pact that they had since they was kids, that they was going to fight against each other to become the next Wizard King.
I mean, that's a great summary of it. That's really how it is. Fifth star. I mean, that fifth Clover, you probably will not see that or actually hear about that for a while. It does come back up, but it won't come back up anytime soon. For great reasons, actually, for great reasons.
And Asta is rare. People don't like his people are already don't mess with Asta, because they're commoners and they're poor. So people already look down upon them. So now they really look down on Asta for real, because he got a 5-leaf clover grimoire. Nobody knows what that is for real. And they'd have no idea what anti-magic is until like he starts using the swords and starts figuring out his abilities. And they just like, people are skeptical of it because they don't know what it is. So like, they already think that he's something that he's not.
Yeah, and he proves, I mean, another show in the anime, it's kind of like Naruto, honestly. Like, demon, commoner, outsider, treats different, gotta prove himself, which Asta proves himself a lot. He proves himself to a lot of people. And even further down the road, he gets tested and he still proves himself. So, I mean, hey, dude's got a will of strength, because he never shakes, never falters, never nothing. So definitely agree with you on that one.
We didn't even talk about what happened after at the Magic Nights exam. So let me back up. So after I'll catch y'all up on what else happened at the Magic Nights exam. Jamar will go ahead and tell y'all what happens next when Asta goes to his team's like base, basically. So I skipped this part. My bad, man. So back at the Magic Nights exam, they had to do various tasks that they were tested on, and basically all these tasks were just a bunch of different skills that they had to show with their magical ability. But you might be thinking that's probably gonna be difficult for Asta. He ain't got no magic. So like, they gotta do stuff like fly on brooms, like, blast different things with their magical abilities. But the most important thing at the end of the test is they have to fight somebody one-on-one. Asta had his fight, he had his grimoire, of course, because after they beat Rev Chi, that was his grimoire. Yeah, they trained for 6 months. They had the Magic Night exam. And when Asta had the last part of his exam to fight this dude named Seke, that dude, bro, he cracks me up, bro. I call that man haha, because that's all he be saying. Like, it's funny as hell, bro. He just be walking around. He think he a ladies man. Like, he thinks he got good magical abilities when really he ain't shit. Like, in all honesty, like, he's a coward and he ain't got no magical abilities for real that really help people. Like, he don't be doing shit. He be cowarding out of situations and fights. But he thought Asta was weak because he had no magic. So he thought he was gonna one up him by choosing him to fight against so he could win, because that's what he thought he was gonna do. He's like, oh yeah, Asta, come on, bro, let's be partners. So little did he know Asta was gonna whoop his ass when they fought one-on-one, because that's exactly what he did. Asta took him out in one strike, knocked him out cold. So Asta won his battle. Had his fight, and actually had to take on a strong opponent. Like I told y'all, remember we said the rich people are known as the nobles, or as royalty. So had to take on a noble, and they are very powerful. Like, they magic abilities, if you grew up in a rich family, like you had magic abilities, like your magic power was on a different level. So he had to take on somebody who was from a royal family. So in that fight, he won easily, and that noble was very pissed about it, but he beat his ass too. And then after that, all the captains. So each Magic Knight team has a captain, each squad. So for every single squad wanted him, every single one, and he picked the best squad that he thought was gonna give him the best chance at becoming the next Wizard King, which was the Golden Dawn. That's one of the squads. And for Asta, nobody raised their hand for him because they were skeptical about his magical abilities. They don't know what that anti-magic is. So, people was iffy about it, and he didn't have any magical powers. So that's why people didn't want to pick him. But, it was one man who decided to take a chance on him. He challenged him just to see if he was going to back down, and Asta stood his ground and told him, like, look, he don't care. I don't care if I have magical abilities or not. I'm still going to give everything my all, and I will become the next Wizard King. And he chose him to come and join his squad. His name is Yami Sukahiro, and he's the captain of the Black Bulls, and you will meet that man later, and that man is cold. I ain't going to fake it to you. Yami is cold.
Thank you for giving him the respect that he deserves. I definitely agree with you on that. Yami is cold, and honestly, the selection exam was kind of predictable. Honestly, like it was like was going to the strongest Mac captain, which that kind of changes down the road. Honestly, and a lot of people don't know. To kind of fill you in on what kind of Magic Knights there are. They're the Black Bulls. They're the Golden Dawn, Crimson Lions. They're the Silver Eagle. They're the Blue Rose. They're the Green Mantis, and they're the Purple Orca, which I think they get disbanded after a while, and the Aqua Deer. Pretty sure the reason why the Purple Orcas, I'm pretty sure I can just say this now because I'm pretty sure we're not spoiling anything. The Purple Orcas Magic Knight captain was like doing some illegal shit. Got caught.
He's shady.
Yeah, so I mean that's the real reason why they don't even use that squad anymore. Is that Vortex dude? Yeah. That Vortex dude actually rules over them now. So regardless, that's what the Magic Knight different groups are. Yami is the captain of the Black Bulls. Nell is the captain of the Silver Eagles. Charlotte is the captain of the Blue Rose. Rill is the captain of the Aqua Deer. William Vengeance is the captain of the Golden Dawns. And Feoglion is the captain of the Crimson Lion. Those are all the Magic Knight captains. They are all cracked. Personally, I don't honestly know who, and I'm missing somebody.
Pearl Peacocks.
Yeah, I was going to say the Peacocks. Okay, yeah, I'm missing her.
Dorothy, I think her name is.
Dorothy.
He be sleep all the time, but like Jamar was saying, all the captains are cracked. Like,
you want to know what's crazy though? She's not even on here.
She's not what?
She's not on here on this wiki. That I BS you not there.
Wow, they straight didn't put her on there. No, yeah, the Coral Peacocks are.
I thought I was tripping for a minute. I'm like, bro, there's not even a on here. Okay.
Yeah, she is definitely one of them. She's a Magic Knight captain for the Coral Peacocks, and she be sleep all the time. Like, she literally be sleep and don't be doing nothing. But don't let that fool you, because she's very powerful.
I was about to say, please do not get the wrong impression.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is. He is correct. She is, when she wakes up. Oh God, you make her want to go back to sleep. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like all of the Magic Knight captains are like that. Like, imagine Dragon Ball Z and the Z Fighters. Like, is no comparison. Like, imagine the Z Fighters just being a bunch of Gokus. Like, that's what the Magic Knight captains are like. Like, there's no weak Magic Knight captain. Like, it ain't no Tien, Yamcha, Krillin. Like, all of them can fight.
All of them, and they will give you a run for your money for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's also no. I'm not even gonna mention her yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I mean, I'm even gonna bring her up yet. I'm gonna just wait a little bit.
So a lot of stuff happened in this arc, man. We might not get through this entire arc, but that's okay because we'll put the link for the summary down in the description so y'all can finish reading it wherever we stop so y'all can and know what's going on for next time. But next thing up, Jamar, why don't you tell us a little bit about like after they had that whole fight and after the Magic Knight exam when they go when Asta goes back to the Black Bulls base and meet his teammates and they do the initiation and all that good stuff.
Okay. So also does go back and immediately befriends Magna and Luck for obvious reasons. Magna is very charismatic. Lux literally just wants to fight you and find out how strong you are. So
Mm.
how could you honestly not love the guy? Honestly, that's all you really know. But he also gets an introduction to everyone who's in the fray, which is obviously Gray, Vanessa, Finral, Charmy, basically the entire bunch. I think Nozale comes the next day, and she
Mm-mm.
comes after. So
Ghost.
yeah, Ghosh, I forgot all about him.
These are all
Jordan,
his teammates too.
yeah, these are all his other Magic Knights. Gordon, the other dude, he doesn't technically come until all the way in the back, so I'm not even gonna bring his name up. So yeah, after that, they basically train for about what 5 or 6 days. Nozelle's power just goes basically haywire while she's trying to train. All of them kind of go off and train by themselves, right? And
Mm.
really, after that, that's when they kind of go into what was it? They go into their first dungeon, right? The first mission
Mhm.
from the Wizard League.
Well,
So,
they went on they well before that they had went on their first little mission. That's when they took on that dude with the ice power in Saucy Village because they were supposed to be going boar hunting.
oh yeah, I was trying to. Okay. So yeah, they went. They were supposed to go boar hunting. You probably know a little bit. You can touch a little bit more on that one than I can because
Mm.
I don't remember that one too freshly.
Okay, yeah. So when Noel came, Noel has an interesting story, man. Noel is from the House of Silva. Um, what is the captain's name again?
Nozelle.
Nozelle, yeah. Nozelle is the captain of the Silver Eagles, and Noelle is his younger sister. So for whatever reason, she has great magic power. Like she has a lot of magic power because she's royalty, right? But for whatever reason, she cannot control it well. So she was so bad at controlling her magic that her family basically just ousted her. They said, look, like you are not royalty if you can't control your magic. So like you would not be a part of our squad if you cannot control your magic. So we're going to send you to the worst of the worst squads, which is the Black Bulls. They consider them to be the worst squad, and that's the squad that Asta is a part of, and that's Captain Yami. He's the leader of that squad. But that's where they sent her. They said you have to go there because like you ain't cutting it here. So on the first day that she came there, she met Magna, which is a member of that squad, and Asta. And basically she was on some tough girl shit. She was like, I'm royalty, like, don't just approach me. And she basically wanted all this special treatment and whatnot. But they could see that she couldn't control her magic because she tried to launch an attack at Magna for like, basically trying to get on her level or whatever, and she completely missed. Like that's part of her not being able to control it. Like she tries to aim at somebody and hit them, and it just goes the whole other direction. So like her being frustrated with that, she went off on her own to train, and her magic completely went haywire. Like she was trying to train, she started thinking about her family, like down in her all the time, and saying how basically she wasn't going to be anything because she can't control her abilities. And her magic just started going out of control, and she kind of absorbed herself. She has water magic, so she created this big cradle, this big ball of water, and she was basically drowning herself, and she couldn't like undo it. So Asta came in to save the day with his anti magic, and he just slashed right through it, and all the water went away. And when she was embarrassed about that situation, because she's supposed to be royalty and she's supposed to be better than that, and she can't even control her magic. So she thought all her teammates were gonna like reject her and make fun of her, but it was the complete opposite. They embraced her, and it was like, look, we a whole squad of misfits. They consider us to be the worst of the worst, and that's why we stick together, because everybody always counts us out. But in our squad, we know what everybody can do. Like Yami knew what he was doing when he put that squad together, bro. Everybody has great potential in that squad. Like, it's unmatched. As we continue to go on and y'all hear about the stuff that they'll end up doing, like everybody in that squad is dope. But after that, they were Noel, Magna, and Asta were set out to go on a mission. So that's their first mission for Asta and Noel, and they went to go boar hunting in this village called Saucy Village. And when they get there, the people in that village are in trouble, and they got to help out. And it's this guy, he has like ice magic, and they were basically trying to, what were they trying to do? I think they might have been trying to steal from them. I forgot what they were trying to do exactly, but I could definitely look.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were trying to steal from.
Asta and his friends were trying to stop him, and Asta, just with his hard work and determination, like, he stopped the guy, but they ended up getting away. And is this when they first introduced us to the Eye of the Midnight Sun?
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
he was like the very first, or yeah, no, he was like the very first because
Yes. So
after this is the dungeon arc. So, and that's when we kind of learn about Mars, the guy from the Diamond Kingdom, and we learn about the scientist too, who's part of the Diamond Kingdom, and then we learn about Veto and the other Eye of the Midnight Sun.
yeah, so when they came into contact with that group that was terrorizing this village in Saucy, um, they when they were defeating them, they basically, like, some of them like basically committed suicide so they wouldn't be caught, because they wasn't trying to give up no secrets or nothing. So there was like, we part of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Y'all don't know who we are, but you will find out very shortly. So the Eye of the Midnight Sun is definitely a group of people that y'all need to memorize, because they will come back and terrorize everybody later on in this anime. But uh, my next question for Jamar is, who do you think will actually be the next Wizard King between Asta and Yuno?
Mhm. I mean, from what I know, from reading ahead, I honestly
Don't read ahead. Don't give away no
no,
spoilers.
no, I'm not giving away no spoilers. No, and trust me, it's not even a spoiler. We don't have any confirmation. It's just I feel like personally, it should be but I feel like it's Asta. He's improving right now. He's what he's doing right now is goated. It kind of puts him up there with the other high tier people. Like, I'm not gonna like wank him and say Bleach, because Bleach is like damn near Dragon Ball. I'll say like One Piece. I'll say he's like One Piece level. Like, honestly, where he's going right now. So that's definitely not bad. But yeah, I feel like Asta might do it unless, and this has happened before. This has happened like 4 animes that I recently watched. One of them dies. I hope that does not
Hopefully
happen.
not.
Yeah, I hope that does not happen. But it's a few animes I've seen, like one of the main, protagonists die. I'm like, damn. Okay, well, what the fuck we been
What the fuck we
doing?
supposed to do now?
Yeah. So I hope Tabata, if you, me and you, bro, me and you, straight off the rip, if you do it, don't be on no One Piece shit. One Piece be killing all people left and right. Chill, okay? We don't need to kill nobody off. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm guessing you were thinking the same too.
See, that's valid, but the way that this show is going, bro, like you would think that it would be because of his magical ability. Like, is very powerful, and the relationship between Asta and like, if you watch this anime, it's like they're on the same level, it's like got all this magical ability, but Asta works just as hard to make up for not having that magical ability. And
Shit,
it's
it's
like
not
it'll
hard.
it'll be parts where might pull ahead a little bit, but then Asta's right there on his ass. Like he's gonna catch back up. Like he's not gonna let you get ahead of him. So he's gonna find a way to catch up to you. And Asta has done that. Like he hasn't gotten left behind at all. So it's like I want to say it would be, because some people might consider him to be the most powerful, but I told y'all I rock with Asta. But it would be funny. Like, this is what I think is gonna happen, like, which is funny. I think they might make both of them Wizard Kings. Just because they always in competition as far as like who's gonna be the Wizard King and who's the most powerful and all that stuff. I think they might actually both end up getting it because they're both that good.
So, see, if this is like a Naruto situation, I'd be like, oh yeah, like yeah, the second Hokage, and then the first or the Hokage, and then like a Shadow Hokage, sure. But that's the thing, like technically, I don't want to like. I'm trying to say this without spoiling it.
Unless what you said happens and they kill somebody off.
Yeah, that. But I don't want to say this because this is for further down the line. Like if I say this right now, too much shit will just make sense.
Okay.
But just know that like someone's not supposed to be somewhere. Someone is not where they're at now. They should not be there. They should be somewhere else. So that's the reason why.
I think you just said too much, bro.
No, but they don't know where. They don't know where or what I'm talking about. So
no, I'm talking about for me. I think I just figured out what the fuck you talking about.
You do?
Maybe like I be having a bunch of hunches when I be watching shows. Like me and my lady, we be talking about a bunch of theories in shows, and I always be right for the most part. Like
okay, well lay it on me.
Look, I'll tell you what I'm thinking, but don't tell me if I'm right.
Okay.
So you can't make no facial expressions because then I'm gonna know.
Okay.
So you said somebody is not where they're supposed to be, and if you don't want to hear no spoilers, then just like mute it for a second. But
yeah,
you said somebody is not where they're supposed to be, so that would only lead me to believe that it's Asta who's not where he's supposed to be because he got the grimoire that's a 5-leaf clover. That power is the devil's power. So technically he ain't supposed to be. He's not supposed to be having that kind of power. So
actually, since you say that, and I'm so glad that you just kind of cleared it out, both of them are not where they're supposed to be. So never mind. I didn't even give anything away. Neither one of them are supposed to be there. So never mind.
Okay. Well then I have no fucking clue then.
Yeah, I was just gonna say so neither one of them are technically supposed to be there. But okay, I got you.
Okay. I feel like that was a good guess though. Like
no, you're like a little bit, like not really, but a little bit.
Okay, but I just hope Asta gets to like keep his power though, because his power comes from a devil. So like, I just hope he gets to keep that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all he got. But yeah, I think that was all the questions I have for you. You got questions for me?
So far, what's your favorite arc? Even if we haven't covered it yet, what's your favorite
arc? Well, I don't know what the exact title is for the arc, but my favorite arc is like the more recent stuff that I've been watching. Like I haven't completely finished the anime for all of the viewers. I'm like almost done. It's like 170 something episodes. I'm like on like 150 something. So I'm almost done with all the episodes. But my favorite arc is like towards the end when we start seeing a whole bunch of the Eye of the Midnight Sun and they start battling them. Like Asa and go crazy in that arc. Like that'll probably be my favorite arc in terms of watching it. Like they go off and it's very enjoyable to watch.
Okay, I would say that. Like you said 150, so I think you're in like.
Yeah, I'm in the 150s. Like I think I might be like 156, 157. So I'm almost done.
So you might be in like the Royal Knights / you might be in the Royal Knights arc. I don't know if you're in the Elf Reincarnation arc, but that's my favorite. The Elf Reincarnation arc. Oh yes,
I passed all that. Yeah.
Passed that. Oh, so you like the Heart Kingdom arc?
Yeah. So we passed. I seen them all the Royal Knight stuff. Yeah, past that. Where am I?
Oh,
What's the last thing that's happened? What's the last thing that's happening?
um,
Yeah. So the last thing that I saw, they're trying to like prepare for all the other devils that they have to fight
yeah. Okay, okay, okay,
with the
okay.
Diamond Kingdom and stuff. So,
So you're all the way caught up. Okay, cool, cool, cool,
mm,
cool. Okay, yeah. Well, that's really it. For the anime watchers, as I said, watchers. It's. I mean, manga readers. Jesus Christ, you already know what we're going through right now. What the fuck?
yeah, bro. See, I don't like. I like to like. I like reading manga, but I don't like. I would prefer to watch it. Like, I just think it's a better experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just comes to life off of the page instead of just sitting there. And then some of the books don't even be having color. Like,
Yeah, like
I would like
most.
to at least read it with some color on the page, but like I like to watch it better. It's so much more immersive and like emotional. Like you get all of the good stuff.
Yes, gonna say like most of the good ones are like honestly, I told you already. I only like keep up with three anime that I
Mm,
watch. Like manga, like Dragon Ball Super. Keep up with that one. Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Clover. Those are just the three
mm,
mangas that I keep up with, and they're pretty fire. Like I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty fire. Now, would I wait for some of the shit? Yeah, I could wait, but the stories in those three shows are so fucking good that it's like, oh yeah, I'm not really trying to wait. I'm actually trying to figure out what the fuck's going on right now. So
mm.
I can't really be mad about that. I mean, it's just like JoJo's too. Like there's a JoJo's like part 8 and 9 that's coming out, and
Mm.
I've read the whole manga. That shit's fire. That shit's gas. Can't wait for it to get animated. But yeah, like oh yeah, and One Piece. One Piece. I'll read One Piece
Mm.
manga. That's like I said, One Piece is good. Like I see why it's in the big three.
Yeah, bro. A lot of animes have like piqued my interest over like Dragon Ball Z and stuff. Like I love Dragon Ball Z as a kid, but it's like I guess you could say I'm out of touch with Dragon Ball Z a little bit. Like they just got too much shit going on, bro. They got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. Like they probably got some other shit.
Dragon Ball GT is not canon, so
Yeah,
technically,
I know it's not canon, but it's like it's still a bunch of stuff, bro.
that's what they gonna say. They go like Dragon Ball GT is not canon, so you didn't have to watch it. Well, shit, it's
Yeah,
still good, so
technically,
I'm gonna watch
yeah. Yeah, like it's just too many episodes, but like Dragon Ball Super, like I was into it, but it's like I kind of like the Tournament of Power, like I kind of just like went downhill a little bit. Like, bruh, some of like it's some good ass animes out there, bro. Like Rising of the Shield Hero, that was fire. I watched that, bro. We will be talking about some of these animes, bro. Rising of the Shield Hero was good. Seven Deadly Sins, one of my favorite animes, that was good. Like I've watched animes I ain't never even heard of. Like it was just I was telling you about that one anime that this dude like he has like time skips where he goes back in time and he has to like figure out like he goes back in time to fix things. Like he doesn't do it of his own will. Like Mother Nature just bounces his ass back in time to fix something because something's not right. And his classmates when he was a little boy were murdered. So he was bounced back in
it.
time to fix that. So like, and he had to figure out like what was going on and who did it. I forgot what the title of that anime was, but it was pretty good.
So it's like, yeah, no, you need to tell me what that is whenever if you ever get the chance or if you ever see it.
Yeah, I gotta go
Um,
back through my phone and find it, but it was definitely good. Like it was really good.
well, see, like starting Demon Slayer, like I'm be honest with you, like season 1 was okay. I don't
Mm.
like I don't know if I told you this. The best audio from Demon Slayer that I have heard, okay, is in the last 10 seconds of the ending. In the ending, okay, in the ending, the last 10 seconds of that song is marvelous, okay, and that is the best audio I've heard from Demon Slayer. I don't care what else sounds or whatever the case is. It's just Demon Slayer just seems like yeah, it has a good story. It's just so kiddie sometimes. Like
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah.
I do. I like it. I like some of the people. Like it's definitely it. I would say.
It
Um,
could be like that too, because yeah,
not in
speaking of
top 10.
which, a lot of well, it's in my top 10. It's good, bro. Like trust me, like But speaking of the music, like some anime got some dope music, bro. Like these intro scenes, like whatever you want to call it, the intro or whatever, like bro, they be goated. Like they got some good music. But yeah, it be going hard. Anime music be going crazy. But speaking of Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer moved up into my top 5, bro. Like Demon Slayer is good. It's like you got animes out there that's like the first season or two. Like the first season may be rough, but once you get past the first season, a lot of animes start to get good. Like Demon Slayer is like that. Once you get past the first season, it starts to get really good. Like I feel that way about My Hero Academia. Like some people might try to shoot my foot off, but like I couldn't get into it at first, but I'm gonna have to give it another try. But my cousin keeps trying to convince me that My Hero Academia is really good, so I'm gonna have to give it a try. But the first season, I was not sold.
I have a voice and I have a mic now, so I can say what I want. Okay. My Hero Academia is the worst piece of shit that I have ever had the witness of laying my eyes on. So first off, I actually liked My Hero Academia. I watched season 1 and 2, and I was very pleased. Okay, I was very pleased. And I don't know if the writer, if he just like jumped off a bridge or started taking notes from like a raccoon or some shit. But that shit got so bad. Like the one person that everyone actually liked got nerfed, got side nerfed. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
You talking about who's the main character? You talking about the dude with the green hair? What's his name? Deku?
Yeah,
Deku. Yeah.
And then it's a guy named Lemillion. Like he was the light in everyone's eyes. Like everyone loved him, and they nerfed him, and they killed off one of my favorite characters as well. So, you know, this show's just not really getting any type of love from me. It's getting all the hate that I could possibly throw out. So no, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Kai's gonna be talking like good shit about it. I'm just gonna be sitting there just bashing the fuck out of it. Like I said, the first 2 seasons you like. I will definitely say the first 2 seasons were actually enjoyable for me. I liked them. I liked the characters. This time I actually didn't like the bad guy. If I were to pick a favorite character, it wasn't a bad guy this time. You know, it's a good guy. And that's one segment for anyone that's still watching. What we will be talking about, the biggest assholes in anime. Okay, and that segment is going to be featuring a lot of people that are assholes, and not just assholes. I'm just talking about like prideful dickheads. And we're gonna be breaking them down to y'all about how crazy, insane, and a balls to the wall strong they are. Okay, that's gonna be coming in the future though.
Bro, see that's why I'm excited, because like the content that we got planned for y'all, we got a bunch of great ideas, man. Like we got character breakdowns, character comparisons, episode breakdowns, episode reactions. Like we gonna try to do live watch parties with y'all so we can watch new stuff that's coming out together. And then of course we got one that I'm really excited about. We got what if scenarios, because don't get me started on that in Dragon Ball Z, bro. Like we're gonna do a lot of what ifs because they did my boy Gohan dirty. Gohan is ass. If you needed me to spell it out for you, he's terrible.
Indeed. Well, hey, you already know Gohan's definitely not my boy. So hey, if he's ass, he's bad. So
he's terrible. Like, bro, they did, bro. Gohan, like, I really mess with Dragon Ball Z because Gohan, like, you already know. Like I said, my thing, like, a lot of the protagonists tend to be some of my favorite characters. Goku, obviously, he was one of my favorite characters, if not like my most favorited character. But Gohan, I really messed with Gohan. Like, Gohan in the Cell Saga, couldn't nobody touch him. Couldn't nobody touch him. He was probably more powerful than Goku. Like, I mean, in reality, probably not, because we know what Goku was gonna do in the future. Now that we've seen it, but like Gohan, like, you come on now, like they had that whole tournament and Gohan was really the only person that could do something, but he was arrogant and decided to play around with his food. So then Goku had to go save his ass because he wanted to be on some dumb shit. But Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan when he went against BoJack, y'all seen BoJack Unbound, the movie? Like, Gohan went crazy in that. That's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movies. But like Dragon Ball Z be doing some stupid shit, man. Like they made Gohan fall off. Trunks and Goten been the same age for 50 years. Like it doesn't make sense.
Besides Future Trunks.
Yeah, Future Trunks. I like Future Trunks a lot, especially in the movie with Future Gohan. But like Goten and Trunks basically been the same age, and then they got Future Trunks coming back in time and shit, and then they got his present self. Like, but yeah, like we seen no character development from Goten and Trunks. Like every movie or new iteration or whatever is coming out, like they do the same exact thing. Like they come in, they do a fusion, and then they peace out because they can't get the job done. Like that's it, bro. The latest Dragon Ball Z movie that they had, I think didn't they fuck up their fusion, if I'm not mistaken, and they turned into the fat Goten. They messed up their fusion. They've been practicing, bro. They've been practicing this fusion for like 100 years, and they still fucking it up. So in the movie, they still messed up, and then they barely fought anybody. Like they didn't do nothing.
And that's so funny because I swear to God, you brought that up, and that just tickled my soul. Like that's literally what they do. They come in for 10 seconds, they talk shit for 2 seconds.
It's pointless.
Yeah,
they could have stayed at home and studied like they did Gohan. They could have did that for real.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? I'll be honest. They could have did them like that. They could have let them get the scholar role since they're like younger and they are like kind of like I'd say like watered down Saiyans. Honestly,
yeah, because Chi-Chi be on Goten's ass for real.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gohan's probably like the last like half Saiyan. It's like, okay, yeah, he's crack shit. Everybody else is like, yeah, Goten's watered down. Trunks is, Future Trunks is fucking tough, but Trunks fucking sucks dick. So I don't really know. And I mean, I'm kind of glad that you skipped over or there's a movie that kind of came after BoJack, or was it before BoJack? Yeah, it was before BoJack when Gohan was getting his ass whipped by a certain someone and 4 other people. Yes. It sounds like exactly what it is. A 5v1, and he was losing. Yes, that is exactly. And we're not gonna say who it was because we need his evidence. We need that for the evidence for when we do talk about him. But yes, that man is a menace, a demon.
Bro, like I don't know, bro. Like Dragon Ball Z is not the only anime to do this, but it's like I find it so much more satisfying, I guess, or I like to watch when like all the lesser characters, the ones with the least important roles, like I like to see when they do something and make themselves useful. That's like I think Black Clover did a great job of like all the characters that's not the main characters. They did a great job of making them. Bro, don't get me started, bro.
Krillin died 2 times.
Black Clover.
I'm just saying, Krillin died 2 times. I don't really know how useful he could be.
Bro. No, but that's what I'm saying though. Like Dragon Ball Z, you got all the whole squad of Z fighters. Like really, Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta are the only people who could really fucking do something. Like Black Clover, all the people that you think really not like that, like they gonna be like that when it's time to fight. Like they still get the job done. Like, bro, Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, they can't do shit, bro. Like during the Cell Saga, they fighting the little small mini cells and they getting their ass beat by them.
Yeah, no, Yamcha got blew up by one. That's kind of sad.
Like, bro, come on, bro. Like they kept. How many times did they die and get brought back to life? They could have stayed dead because they don't do shit anyway.
Crazy part is like Krillin died, went to heaven, got his ass beat in heaven, died again. So that's what I mean. Like, how useless can you be? Like, you can just be so useless, but you can only be so useless.
Then they be having the nerve to try to like have them fucking train somebody. Like, what is Krillin training anybody to do? What is Piccolo teaching Gohan to do? Like Piccolo, okay, you could say he did a decent job at training Gohan. Like Gohan did get some skills from him, but Piccolo be getting his ass whipped too now. Piccolo be getting his ass whipped too.
I mean, not no more now. I mean, he got orange. So
I mean, he got, bro. I don't even know what is that, bro. He still got his ass whipped with that new orange form, bro. Still.
Well, I mean, technically, he's fighting someone who they say I mean, the writer even said it too, so I mean, I can't really discredit it. They say that Cell Max could have been stronger than Broly.
But bro, they had Piccolo on there looking like a cracked out Broly. Like, still didn't do a damn thing.
That's why I feel like that movie was a bailout call, because they were getting so pissed that people were calling Gohan a fucking failure.
Whose fault is it? That's what they made him to be.
Yeah,
they wanted him to be in the books and shit, and they wanted to make him become this great Saiyaman. Ain't do a damn thing.
That's like a gag character, bro. That shit's so backwards, bro.
Like I don't know.
People who play with Videl on Z Fighters always say, "Yeah, you look like a Gohan ass bone." Like that's just like you just look so stupid. What the fuck?
I don't know, bro. Dragon Ball Z has pissed me off in more ways than I can fathom.
I think Naruto probably pissed me off a lot more than.
Yeah. Yeah, Naruto. Yeah.
100%.
I wanted to fully get into Naruto. Like, I watched Naruto so long ago when I was young, and it's like I done seen them episodes a lot, but like I don't remember everything that happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many. It's a lot of episodes in that too. You got regular Naruto, you got Shippuden, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that happens in between.
Filler City.
Yeah, bro, all these filler episodes.
Some people didn't know were filler and were watching it, and they're like, they find out like 5 years later, yeah, that was filler. Oh, that was filler? Oh, duh, dumbass.
You mean I didn't have to watch that shit?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, bro, the one filler episode I do remember from Naruto. Naruto is just like regular Naruto. It's a song that's attached to it, and a lot of people don't know what it is or don't even know. But I remember the song 100% in my head. I'm not about to sing it, but the word that they're like kind of saying is like not so hiboshi, which I forgot what the fuck it means, but it's a whole song, and I'm like, bro, I straight watched that shit and I didn't fucking have to, and I'm pissed. I grew up and I'm like, bro, I did not have to watch this shit, so I stopped watching filler episodes after that. That shit was awful.
Yeah, bro. If you are like just starting to get into anime, you don't have to watch the filler episodes. Like, you can go online and search like all the mandatory episodes that you need to watch, and you could just skip right over all of that filler stuff. But it's like, if you a real fan of anime, it's like a part of you don't want to skip the filler episodes because you don't want to end up missing out on something. Because trust me, they end up putting some sneaky shit in the filler episode that you're gonna need later, and you're gonna be lost.
What the fuck? Why didn't
like, when did this shit happen? It's like, oh yeah, we told you in the filler episode that you didn't want to watch.
I mean, I did watch all of the filler about the Grand Tsukiyomi. Not gonna lie, I did watch all that, so I know about all those little dreams that all of them are having.
But yeah, man, we done went off on a tangent, and we done started talking about what these writers be doing to these good animes, man. They just be messing stuff up. But you know, definitely let us know down in the comments, man, some good animes that y'all are watching that we need to watch, because we will definitely be talking about it on the podcast. And what animes are y'all currently watching? Let us know.
Comment section below.
Yeah, man, I think that'll go ahead and wrap things up for our first podcast, man. I had a good time. Definitely enjoyed talking about some good old-fashioned anime.
Yes, sir. Definitely had a time. I can't wait to the next episode. Hopefully it'll be a lot sooner than we think.
Yeah, man. And also, since this is new and we just starting this off, let us know how often y'all want to see this, man. Whatever y'all go with, we'll probably try to make that happen. We will try to make that happen. So once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, just let us know and we'll try to see what we can do. But we will see y'all on the next episode, man. We will dive more deep into Black Clover, because this is just the beginning. Things are heating up.
Definitely heating up. And if you haven't checked it out, please go to Crunchyroll, make a little account, and just go ahead and check it out for us. All right.
It's good. Trust us. So you will not be disappointed. It's a good anime. The animation team, you know, some spots is left to be desired, but it's very good. Trust us. It's very good.
No. I'm pretty sure Periot's doing their animation, and they definitely need we need some Bleach money over there. Yeah,
they need some assistance.
Yeah, we need some bleach money over there. So I need y'all to go ahead and transfer it over so we can get that going.
Yeah, man. We will catch y'all in the next episode.
All right. See ya.